Aang versus Korra. Contrary to popular opinion, I've always thought that this fight is actually a draw. Until I watched this video where the creator of Avatar answered the same question.
Aang would win because I know that Korra is very stubborn and headstrong, but I think ultimately she's extremely deferential to and respectful of Aang. But listen, if I'm wrong, this is very good information for me to have.
I watch a lot of fighting, and it's like they'll say 9 times out of 10 I'll beat that person, but there's always that one, and I feel like 9 times out of 10 Aang would just give away. There's always that one time Korra gets a hold of his cowl and then just beats the crap out of it.
Let's unpack that. According to the creator, Aang will escape Korra 9 out of 10 times, and the one time Korra finally catches him, she will beat the crap out of him. If the creator says Korra is beating Aang, who am I to say otherwise? And if you actually think about it, Aang is a pacifist. He still knows how to fight, don't get me wrong. But the way he fights, he doesn't really go head on. He does not attack, he defends. Korra, on the other hand, is trained to fight as an attacker. I've said this to my friends before. If Korra fought Fire Lord Ozai, even under Susan's comment, Korra would defeat him faster than Aang did. Not because Aang can't defeat Ozai, but because Korra actually goes on the offensive when she fights. And Fire Lord Ozai is not as powerful as most of the villains that Korra fought. Here's the thing. When Aang is fighting, he tries to avoid the fight. He tries not to hurt anybody. When you have someone who has been fighting passively all of his life, trying to avoid hitting somebody and trying to avoid getting hit, transiting into fighting in offense is not the same thing. If Aang and Korra actually fought, if you actually think about it, Aang would be dodging most of her attacks, weaving away from it like he usually does. But if Korra actually gets a hold of him, she's winning that fight. In Aang's time, they were much more spiritual about their bending. They were much more intentional. In Korra's time, you didn't have the time to do any of that. If you are trying to hit a target, you are trying to put that target down as fast as possible because they were in a much more fast-paced world where if you waste any little time, you can actually get killed. It's way more dangerous than Aang's time. Technology actually closes the gap between benders and non-benders very, very fast. Yes, sometimes people will talk about chi blockers, but chi blockers were able to take down Korra, this is that. If you actually think about it, chi blocking is a special form of martial arts where you actually fight close up. Benders don't fight close up, they fight long range. When you change the dynamic of the fight and you are now very close to the bender, that is not something they are used to. Unless you are trained like Amon or like the Equalist to fight close combat, it is very hard for you to counter a chi blocker. Yes, some people get lucky with it. Does not mean, oh, because chi blockers took Korra down, then Korra is now useless. That's not true. So yes, I think I go with the creator here. Or are you going to argue with him? I know so you're not going to say arguing.